Hi there, welcome to Always Forever Creations. My name is Stephanie, and today we are going to be continuing on this paper bag Halloween journal. Today I want to decorate the signature a little bit and hopefully get it bound into the cover. I only have about an hour and 15 minutes, so let's see if we can get this done. You will hear my daughter in the background. She is out and about and playing, so just to let you know, you will often hear my children in the background of my videos because they are here and home with me, and they have to be until they go to school full time. Alrighty, let's get started. If you remember, we made the inside cover in the last video, or we finished it up, I should say. Really like how it turned out. That's the back. So for the signature, I don't think I've shown it yet at all. So let's do really quick flip through. This is a digital kit from Martina at Teal and Tattered. I believe it's either called Autumn Bliss or Autumn Blaze. I'm not sure, I should look that up. So earlier today I did some sewing. I sewed some lace in here, and then I did some sewing around here. And I don't even think you can really see that, but this is a very large vintage ledger page, and I folded it in half, and so it doesn't really come apart. I glued it a little bit, but I sewed around so it stays intact. This is some coffee dye paper, some more line paper. This is vintage music paper. Actually think I put that in the wrong way. It doesn't matter. And this is the center of the signature, and there is a pocket here on each side. So I don't want to go too crazy with embellishing. I did decorate these off camera. All right, this is where I'm gonna start. I wanted to use this as trim. Get the page out on this page here. But I was really worried about my sewing machine going through this. So what I did was I sewed down the side of the page, and then I'm gonna glue this on, and I was hoping to kind of give the illusion that it was sewed on. I don't know that it will really have that effect, but that's what I was going for. So I'm gonna glue this on right along this sew line, and then I don't know, maybe this can be a tuck spot. I think fabric tack might be necessary for this one. These are my sewing scissors, I need to remove them. Here we go. How is everyone? This makes me really nervous that this is taped up like this, and I'm afraid when I cut it, it's just all gonna fall apart. I hope that's not the case. Fabric tack is a very strong glue, and it dries pretty quickly. It's an acetone based glue, so it won't warp your papers. Although I feel like white glue has come a long way and doesn't really warp your papers anymore. You just, don't go crazy with it. I'm getting really excited because this is almost done. Okay, now we need to decide if we want to put some more glue here, in here. So that's all glued down, or should it be like a tuck spot? Because it could be a little tuck spot. I will glue down the sides here. It's either really hard to get this glue out, or it's like exploding out of the bottle. There it goes, there it goes, it's exploding. Do you see it? I just throw the cap on really fast. Okay, that's really pretty, right? Do you guys like it? Alrighty, let's do the other side. Have you guys watched Hocus Pocus 2? We watched it. It took us 3 days to watch it, but we watched it. And it was very good. It's one of those, it could have been absolutely terrible. I think that's what most people were expecting. Get this. That's super pretty. Now, do we want to put anything else? I do want to put a 31 somewhere. I don't know, what's the balance of like decorating it, but then leaving space and room for the recipient to decorate it? Okay, have some stickers and little bits and pieces of paper. I still have this kitty anyways. And I have some more owls that can be used. Oh, this too. Okay. Lots of things, lots of things. All right, I'm gonna put this guy here. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. And I am going to move the music paper to here. And maybe I'll move this one here. Okay. Yeah, because I had like 3 papers that were the same color. So I think this is a little, bit better. Okay. Kitty will go here. The pumpkins are cute. I feel like there needs to be some color here. Oh, maybe I can stamp. Let's stamp some spider webs. This is the stamp set I am using, Tangled Webs. I think also some black. I think can do that one there in yellow. And then maybe do the corners here and here in black, and then take this in orange and kind of overlap them. I'm not sure about that there. We'll come back to that. Need to, so much stuff everywhere. Will I be okay stamping on top of the other papers and the ribbon? Okay. Yeah, I kind of missed a little bit in the center, but I think that will be okay. I'm gonna set this aside because I think I'm gonna do this on another page as well. Okay. Do this one in black. Did you hear the door squeak? Sounded very creepy. That's our pantry door. Okay. Maybe I don't want that there yet. I don't know. I want this. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. That did work. I think I pressed too hard on that one. Let's see, go this way. Here. Okay. I do like that. Now do I want one? I think I like this because if you put a picture or a couple, you know, you don't want to feel like you're covering everything. You want to have a little space. I think that looks pretty. So I want to, is this dry? Will that be okay in there? I want to do, oh, okay, just pick this up. Set it aside. I want to do something on this one too. I think that's good for the stamping. Let me clean these and I'll be back. Okay, what else? What else? Let's start from the beginning. Okay. I don't think these first two pages need anything. Kind of want to leave these blank too. We have that sticker there. Should we put one here or on the music sheet? Okay, should definitely put something here. A pocket maybe, or like a tuck spot. This is sturdy because it's doubled up. I feel like there needs to be some color. You could do a belly band. Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Oh, I'm missing half the signature. It's over here. Okay. This goes inside here. Okay, but still. Belly band. I think I'm gonna use this paper. Oh, I should have thought of this earlier because I could have sewed it right in. That's okay. And then I can decorate the belly band. I don't know how tall this is, so mark it with my pencil and I will cut this and I will be back when it's glued on and then we can decorate it together. Where's my paper trimmer? I put my paper trimmer away, apparently. Who does that? Okay, this is dry, inked, glued down. Let's decorate it a little bit. Alrighty, my daughter is down for a nap. We went to go get my son from school and I saved a bee. It's been an eventful afternoon. There was a bee in our house. He was on my window in my crafting space, and I kind of pushed the blinds up a little bit, and then I talked to him and I told him to walk down the window, and so he came down, and then I held out a cup and he jumped right in, and then I covered it with some paper and let him loose outside, and he flew away so quickly. It was like he needed to go let his family know that he was alive and okay. And they were probably very worried about him. I don't know how long he's been in here. He was pretty big too. But I would love to learn more about bees and being a beekeeper. I think that would be so cool to have a bee farm. I'm just gonna put this sticker on here. Bees, crickets, and grasshoppers. I'm not afraid of them. I'll catch them and set them free if they get in our house. I don't like roaches or spiders or flies. Ugh. Mosquitoes. Hasn't been too bad with the mosquitoes this year. Well, it's our first year living up here. We used to live in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I would just get eaten by mosquitoes just stepping outside. And I don't think I got bit once this season. Oh, did I want this on top of things? I think I did. But we definitely do. There are definitely more like bugs up here, and they're bigger. So I think we're gonna have to have a regular pest control service, which stinks because that's a monthly cost that I don't want to have. Glue dried. Okay. Oh, I think he needs to go up a little bit. I don't think he's going up. He's not going anywhere. He's there. Okay, we'll have to do something up here then. These are really thick stickers. This came in a pack. It had all these stickers and these tags, and then it had some bags in it. I'll show you the bags. It just came from like one of the shops in town. Okay, what do we put up here? Do I just put a little cluster? Oh, I can put one of these little pumpkins. One of the pumpkins on a cluster. Like this, or do I just stick them straight down? I think he needs something darker behind him. How about black? This is, oh, that could work. Oh, here, I have a little torn piece already. stick that down like that. Or let me see. Is this smaller than this? Just ever so slightly. But then it gives it something to lift it off the page instead of blending into the background. I don't trust myself to cut a circle. That's really hard. Just do it this way. Being indecisive again. Okay, it's a cute little belly band. Yep, I was gonna put this guy. You know what might be a good idea? All right, let's see. Maybe some of these little labels. The green, red. It's a very bright red. Well, this one's a little bit darker. Maybe we can get some of those. Let's see. That way, if like pictures are going in here, you know, you can have a little label with it too. Why not? Does it need, I feel like it needs to go under this. Like that feels better to me. Does it need something else with it? Some book page or some of this? It's kind of the same color. I want to go through and add like little gems and stuff, so that will also go there. See, oh yes, I was thinking maybe these owls. Should it be like a tuck spot? Probably. I'm wondering if I need to back it to anything, because this is really thin. Not really thin, but it's thin. I don't think it matters what goes in the back. It just needs a little bit something extra. I pulled this page just so I can have chapter 13, so I think we need to put that somewhere. And I still need to get a 31 too. I have a song, Ghost Story, stuck in my head by Carrie Underwood, and it will not go away. Okay. I like that. I like how this like blue-green color is playing off of this as well. Nope, that's the wrong side. Gonna put one of these webs here. I don't know if these need extra glue. These are brand new. That's pretty rare to have in my craft room. Just I don't buy a lot of new materials. I'll buy new tools and whatnot, but paper and stickers and things like that, I don't really buy too often. I bought that Tim Holtz pack. It was in a damaged products section. So it was like $2. I think it was even less than that. But I don't know what was damaged about it. Like, I think all the pieces were in it, and maybe because the packaging had been opened, so maybe there was a piece missing. I don't think it gave like a count or anything. But yeah, it was on clearance because it was damaged. I'll take it. Just little clusters here and there. And then I need to punch, I want to punch like a little notch here. I think, what do I think? I don't know what I was gonna say. Whoops. Okay, that's cute. Let's see if we can get this punched. Try to get in the middle. I can't see the bottom. Oh, do I just go for it? I did it. I went for it. It happened. It's okay. It worked out, but I'm gonna do it again. I only want the one side of the pocket, not both sides, because this page is so pretty. I don't really want to do anything to it. I was really hesitant about sewing on top of it. Every time I do this, I can never get it in the middle. All right, I think that was too small. Okay, let's see if I can just make it slightly larger. There we go. That's better. They're not in the same place. I'm not gonna worry about that. It's handmade. With lots of love and joy. This is such a joy to be doing. Okay, so we have him there. I don't have anything here besides this. So do we need something? Did I leave? Yeah, we're gonna tuck something here. How about this guy? Oh, that would have been cool if I could have looped this through that hole. See, it's things like that, like I wouldn't have thought of that, you know, before getting to this point, and now I'm like regretting that I already sewed and glued this together. It's like, but it's hard to think through every little detail when it comes to journal making, and I'm having a hard time getting used to that. Okay, so what can we do? You know what, maybe I'll just tape it with some washi. That way if they want to use it somewhere else, they can, because washi will just, I won't glue down the washi. And they can just peel it up and it shouldn't do any damage or anything. Now, which one? Polka dot? the glitter. It has the glitter in the broom. The glitter one doesn't stick very well, so I'm not, actually, I think I'm gonna do this one. Stripes of the ledger. They're not stripes, they're columns and rows, but we're gonna call it stripes and stripes. I'm just gonna rip off a little piece and tape it down. Cute. Okay, should we add more washi? Let's go to the beginning and then we can decide. Still have some labels. This is a very old cookbook. Oh, I wish I can, I think 40s. I felt like it was older than that though. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up again. So maybe it's not very old, but 40s. Maybe just add some, okay, I'm gonna add something here, a little label, and what else? I still have some owls. Oh, I have these. Oh, how about a boo? A joyful Halloween. I like the boo. That's cute. Simple, but effective. I say that a lot. Okay, should we put some washi on here? Black. Oh, I have black glitter. I forgot. I think these two, hold on, I have it. No, that's not black. Oh, this is kind of black. Okay, which one? I like this one. I use it a lot. So pretty. Again, I won't glue it down in case, you know, they want to pull it up and use it somewhere else. That's okay to do. Have that, have that. Have him here, and okay. I think it's looking good. I'm gonna put things in here and they can do decorating too, and if they're gonna add pictures and whatnot, there needs to be some space. I'm gonna tidy really quick and be right back. I forgot to put my 31 in, so let's do that. Should it go up here? I like that. I need to glue it down. It is pretty sticky, but I'm worried about this paper and the felt. Okay, let's start binding. I have this pokey tool from the Dollar Tree, and I do not recommend it because it came in a pack of 2 and I broke both of them. But I don't have anything else, so I do need to invest in an all or a better pokey tool. And then this is elastic. Okay, if you've never bound a journal before, or a book or anything like that, there are a ton of tutorials out there on how to do it. I am going to be doing something a little different. It's going to be partly a 3-hole pan-flip stitch, but I don't know how to explain what I want to do, but I can show you because I made a practice one. Okay, so pretend this first page is the cover. Inside, I want almost like a separate signature, but it's sewn into the same place as, you know, the one signature. And I want this because I have some beautiful Halloween bags that I wanted in the signature, but I didn't want to sew them in and poke holes. So these are going to slide into this part here and be a part of the journal, but they can be taken out and reused for something else. And they are so pretty, aren't they? I didn't want to poke any holes in them or like cut the bottom to make another pocket. I wanted to preserve them as best as possible. So that's what I am doing. I did it all with one strand of elastic. It is a little difficult to sew with the elastic though. I'm debating whether I want to like poke holes with the crocodile. It's just, it makes a really big hole, but that will make it a lot easier to sew with the elastic. I just get that indecisive feeling again about it. Okay. Now I just want to make sure that all the pages are in the place that I want them. So I think most of them are. I think, yeah, that can stay because that might hit that first one, the top hole. And that's the center. Okay. And then when you're doing this, be mindful of orientation of papers. See, now I'm looking at this. Is this upside down? Which one's the reflection in the water? Oh no. Well, now it has to go this way because I put things on here. Was it supposed to go this way? I think it was supposed to go this way. See, I told you. Pay attention to orientation of paper. Oh, no. Nope, I can't change that. I didn't even, like, I really thought that was the top. All right, it's handmade with love and joy. Okay, get everything out of the way. And this needs to sit wherever you want it to sit. Okay. Looks like it needs to slide up just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Okay. Looks good. Gonna keep this bent, and I am just Gonna eyeball, since there's only one signature, I'm not gonna worry about like making a template or measuring or anything. If you have multiple signatures and you want them to be sewn in evenly, definitely should make a template. That way all your holes are being poked in the same place. I am gonna use this line as my center. I think that makes it easy. Alrighty. I should probably put something underneath so I don't damage my table. I'll just put this underneath my practice. I haven't broke through yet. Okay, there we go. There we go. See, now we're through. Now watch what happens when I pull this out. Yeah, that's a problem. That is a problem. I'm gonna give it a little wiggle to loosen that hole, because I'm gonna be going through multiple times with the elastic. I need some paper clips. That will help. Okay. Okay, it's okay. Alrighty. I'm just gonna try to leave that in there so it stays put. Okay. How far down? Inch? 3/4 of an inch? This is easier if you have proper tools. Go to the bottom here. And about the same distance. Okay. Holes are poked. Now we need these. Or now we need the elastic. I don't know how much. And it's really hard to adjust the elastic. Okay, I started from the outside, so my ends would be on the outside of the journal, and I'm going to cover the spine with some lace. I also thought about putting beads, but I don't have beads, so that would make it difficult to do. Okay, so I have to remember how I did this. I started in the center. Okay, there we go. I started in the center. And then I went up. Just pull a whole bunch through to the top. And then more, and then all the way down, this time only through the cover. Okay, then up, back through the top, through the cover. Okay, and then back down again, this time all the way through the signature. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. We can do this. all the way through the signature. All right, so it's tight now, so I'm gonna get a little bit more, and then back through the center all the way through. Should be easy because there's already okay. All right, that's the end of that. Okay. All right, now I'm just gonna make sure that everything is laying flat. Make sure there's no bunching in any of these spots. It's hard to get elastic super tight because it stretches. I think that is good. Yeah, that's sitting a lot better. Okay, in the back. All right, I'm happy with that. So yeah, this is very long. Just gonna, I don't know what I want to do with this yet, so I am gonna give myself some extra. I have so much of this stuff too. Probably won't use it in a lifetime. One strand on each side. I'm gonna double knot it. Maybe. There we go. We are all bound. Which is very exciting. We're almost all done. Looks good. It looks so good. I'm happy with it. I hope somebody will want to purchase it and will love it. Okay, so my thought was to put this on here. Didn't want anything to completely cover a good chunk of the cover, but was thinking of doing this just so, you know, all this gets kind of tacked down. Or there was the bead option, but I don't have beads. So that's not really an option, is it? All right, well, I think on the spine. Let's bedazzle. I wanted to add more of these flowers in and I forgot. So, might be a little late. It's too big, covers that entirely, but maybe we can put some pearls or some shiny things. Do you guys remember these? Remember your flip phones? And then you could decorate them. That's what these are. So funny. Got these little bats. Oh, that's kind of cute. Yeah. All my embellishments were still in their packaging and I'd have to open them up like that every single time I wanted to use them. It's a pain in the butt. Now I like cut them up. I didn't get to these obviously, but makes it so much easier to use. Yeah, that completes the look there, right? All right, some here, something shiny. I think it needs it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna cut off 4. Wow, these are really sticky. I don't even think these need glue. I'll give them a little bit though. Should we do 4 corners here or on the owl? Let's do the belly band itself. I don't know why, but I think the sparkle gives it just a little bit more of a finished look. If I could find my sequins, I would put like a couple little clusters. I don't know where they are right now. This is quite shiny, and that has the glitter. I think we're okay there. That has that glitter. Oh, my upside down page. What can we do with you? I think we can put some of these, a couple of clusters of these, just like in the corner. Pretty. All right, I'm gonna put some down here, some red. Alrighty, I am going to wrap this video up. I'm going to maybe bedazzle a little bit more, finish up that spine, and then it will be done. So I will film a flip through, and that will be out on Thursday, and it will be available in my Etsy shop if anyone is interested in purchasing this journal. Thank you for being here with me. I hope you feel inspired. Let's get together again soon.